really wanted to film a video with no glasses, but I've run out of contacts, so I did the whole video blind. Fun fact for you all, that's the Meliaa behind the scenes. Hi guys, it's Meliaa. So it was my birthday yesterday, and I did want to film this video yesterday, but I got caught up doing birthday related things, so I had no time. Anyway, I have seen these videos online which are like 18 things I've learned in 18 years and for your birthday and things like that. So I really wanted to do it. I am 25 now, unfortunately, and I'm very aware that I'm going to be having a quarter life crisis soon. So today we're going to run through 25 things I've learned in 25 years, and I hope that you relate to something or you maybe learn something and it doesn't make you freak out as much in your daily life. So let's go. Number one is, unfortunately, the older you get, the more you realise that your mum is always right. When I was younger, I was firmly against this, but now, everything she says, as much as I put up a fight, she's right. And eventually, hopefully when I become a mum, I'll be right too, so I'm waiting for that day. Less is more, right? I know this is a really standard one, and for you people out there who love wearing loads of makeup, go ahead. I'm a fan of wearing loads of makeup at night. I think getting glammed up, yes, but there's a time and a place for it. You don't need to go crazy. I'm sure people probably think, and especially guys, prefer girls who wear less half the time, so don't stress yourself out when you can wear less and be happy. Real friends, true friends stick around. So for example, you'll go through your life having friends from school, friends from uni, friends from work, and when you leave them, you think, leave work, leave a job, you think you're gonna be friends with them forever. I'll try and keep in touch with people that I like, but if they don't make the effort, or they're being stupid, or they're being really disrespectful, just get rid of them. Don't have people who are negative around you, just get rid of them. You don't need them. This is a really stupid one, but I actually just figured this out a couple months ago. When I used to get pets when I was younger, my parents bought me guinea pigs, and they were like, oh, they're little sisters, and I thoroughly believed that. And then I kind of realised that they're not sisters, because one was long haired and one was short haired, and they weren't related. So pets that you have aren't always related. Does that make... This is a really stupid one, but don't believe everything your parents tell you, even though your mum's always right. Be yourself, which I know is a standard thing. People think nobody will like them. I'm talking more in the relationship sense. So I have never been the kind of person who goes out of their way to impress somebody, because I think I'll impress you by being me, and just that's kind of it. I don't want you to get a false illusion that I'm this girl who loves football when I hate football with a passion. So be yourself, because even if you think that somebody won't like you, somebody will like you for you. Don't waste time being someone you're not for someone who does not matter. I'm being so philosophical today. Next one is, don't overkill your hair. When I was younger, I have naturally straight hair, but for some reason I used to straighten my hair every day. I have no idea why I did that, and now, luckily my hair isn't really too damaged, but don't go crazy when you don't need to. Okay, if you want to dye your hair, obviously this part of my hair is dyed, but it's great because this is all natural, so this is really healthy, so I can always just cut it off if I don't want to, so listen to your hair. When you're young, do everything. So people who want to go traveling, do it in your 20s. If you want to change your job 7 times, do it in your 20s. Because the older you get, the more difficult it's going to get to jump around without explanation. So do it earlier as possible, because it gets harder. So you might as well just start early, and then you won't be filled with regret when you're older. School isn't the be-all and end-all of life. So when you're at school, everything is like life or death. School is such a tiny portion of your life, if you really think about it. You're gonna move on, you're gonna do stuff, so don't stress yourself out, because it's not life and death. Life goes on. You can always change your mind. You can always do it in a relationship, you can always make a decision. It's not always gonna be the easiest, but you can always do that. You just need to trust in yourself and what you think. Be comfortable. I love wearing massive heels on night out and stuff like that, and that's fine. But during the day, you need to really logically think about what you're wearing. There is a time and a place for fashion. If you're trekking around the whole of London in a day, wear comfy shoes. Oh my god, I am the worst person for this, but seriously, there's a time and a place for massive heels. Just listen to your body and understand what you're going to do in the day. Jobs aren't always going to be fun. You're always going to love things about a job, and that's why you want to take it. But it's never going to be 100% good. Ever. And the grass isn't necessarily always greener on the other side, so you need to weigh up whether it's making you happy or not. If you're miserable, yeah, leave. But if you think, okay, I love this part of my job and I hate this part, but I don't have to do it that much, you just have to deal with it, because you're not always going to love everything in a job. Accept gifts graciously, because they're not going to be there forever. The older you get, the less presents you get, you know, the less you get treated for things. Accept the gifts while you're young and just enjoy them because they're not going to be there forever. So it's okay to take things when given to you. You don't have to refuse them all the time. Exercise. I am getting better at exercising, but I'm telling you now, do it younger because it gets harder as you get older. Like, I know I'm only 25, but me doing exercise now compared to me doing exercise at uni, I can feel the difference. Like, your body will change. I guess a realization is that you can't always eat what you want. I eat whatever I want. I really don't care. And I've noticed that now, if I don't do any exercise and I eat what I want, I'm gonna put on weight, basically. When I was younger, I could eat whatever I wanted. Feel free to splurge and to treat yourself, but then just remember, maybe the next day, calm down a bit. Moderation. Don't have regrets. It's very easy to regret things, but you just need to think, everything happens for a reason. So the reason you didn't do this is because you were meant to do this. Like, you just gotta kind of spin it to be positive, because the last thing you wanna do is grow up, get to like 40 or 50 and regret half the things you've done. Like, start your dreams early. If you have a dream, don't wait until you have the perfect amount of money or something, or don't wait until you look a certain way. Just do it now, because as it goes along with what I say, the earlier you do things, the easier it becomes. And when you're older, you're going to be able to start off a lot better than you were before. So just do what you want to do now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Say yes, even when it scares you. I used to have a massive issue with this. Like, I don't like being alone in social situations. Like, I always like to have a buddy or something just as like a backup. But I think at uni, you don't really get to have that because you don't know anyone. So I'd force myself to go out even though I was terrified to. And then you'd have some of the best nights, and I met some of the best friends that I have now, and I wouldn't have had that if I hadn't just done it. So go out of your comfort zone a lot and just say yes. Don't plan your life. Like, I have plans, like I have goals that you can never know what's gonna happen. You can have like a general outline of what you want to achieve, but don't have like specific dates, because it never works. You get depressed and it's completely pointless. Like, take pictures and videos more. Like, there are so many awesome times. I kind of just wish I could look through videos. This is why I love doing YouTube, because I can look back on vlogs and remember those days that I loved. And especially like with family, you want to have as many pictures as possible. So take pictures all the time. Like, it makes you so much happier. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how cringe it gets, it doesn't matter. Like, basically at school, you could do something. I remember so many times when I was horrifically embarrassed, and you know, maybe you get bullied or something happens, and you know what, in that time and space, it is the worst thing you can ever experience. And then you think 10 years down the line, I can't even remember what embarrassed me so much that made me want to stay at home for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? So long term, it just doesn't matter. Water is the best thing ever. You need to drink a lot of water, like all the time. It makes your skin amazing, makes you lose weight, makes you more alert, makes you less hungry. There's no reason not to drink it. Like, you should really be drinking water. Chick flicks don't happen. I used to watch so many rom-coms and chick flicks, expecting the man to come running after me, crying in the rain and all that kind of crap. Doesn't happen. Chick flicks, you watch too many of them and you start thinking, why isn't my life like that? And you're like, because your life isn't scripted. So just stop doing it, because you're going to be disappointed all the time. Parents and family, they're not going to be there forever, and they're not invincible. You kind of realize the older you get, like when you're younger, you just think your parents are going to be there forever and whatever. And the older you get, the more mortal they are, I guess. So just make the most of it. Just be aware. I'm not trying to be morbid, but you have to grow up sometimes and just be aware. Maybe a contradiction, but it's okay to say no. So I've said, please say yes. And definitely, if you want to say yes, say yes. But also be aware that you don't want to burn the candle at both ends. So you don't want to exhaust yourself. If you're stressing yourself out, then it's okay to take a step back. And the last one, which is always very important, everyone says it a lot, but it's kind of like a key one, is just don't compare. Your life is going to be your life. You're going to have your own dreams. It's never going to be the same as someone else's. Just don't compare yourself, because you're awesome. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed my words of wisdom, and maybe they resonated with you a little bit. So I'm going to have a great day. I hope you have a great day. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe today, and I'll see you all very soon. Mwah. Bye. It's so pretty. I love seashells. So this is like from what I've heard, it's like a designer box.